Hello, I'm Miko Mendoza, Director of Brand Growth on the Client Services team. If you're watching this, you probably just joined the team, or you just need a refresher on what the Client Services team does. Either way, welcome. This is Client Services 101. Today, we'll give you some quick facts about our clients. We'll discuss what digital strategy really means and how you can make a positive impact on your client. Next, we'll outline the important role client services plays between our internal teams and their customers. Also, we'll have a look at important documents that help us analyze and track performance. Lastly, we'll review how to identify, report, and track current client status and give you some examples of best ways to communicate with your clients. Here's some history of BMDI. Our first client was bluefly.com. Our longest client was Tree. They were signed in 2009. Our largest client is Astellas Pharmaceuticals. The average length of time a client is with us is 2.5 years. And our annual retention rate is 90%, which means we're really good at keeping our clients happy. Digital strategy, a holistic view of your omni-channel digital marketing program. Before we go into aspects of digital strategy, it's important to note that the customer journey isn't really a funnel-based approach anymore. Shoppers engage and connect with brands at multiple points along their shopping journey. There isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. Some customers need more nurturing than others to influence their purchase decision. We're here to help get the right message to the right customers at the appropriate time and place. We can do this with audience-specific sequential messaging tailored to wherever they are on their journey. For example, if we want to re-engage a lapsed audience with video, we'll know what type of content to serve them based on their previous behavior. So if they first viewed a brand awareness campaign video, we'd probably show them something about specific product to move them closer to consideration and/or purchase. Digital strategy is a part of what we do. An account director will provide a holistic look across all digital marketing channels. You'll work with your client and our channel leads to build revenue forecast. You will analyze customer data to help define audience segmentations for use across channels. You will explore new technology partners to enhance personalized communication and increase conversion, frequency, and loyalty. For instance, Dynamic Yield is an on-site personalization tool. You'll help your client to optimize their media mix by analyzing channel KPIs to find ways to increase performance by adjusting spend and audience targeting. And you'll ensure your clients are utilizing best practices to set themselves up foundationally for future success. As part of digital strategy, it is important client service managers to align with client goals with forecasting, budgeting, and business reviews. We can provide two types of forecasts, a tops down and bottoms up. Tops down is a forecast based on the revenue goals that the client provides. A bottoms up is what BMDI anticipates the client can achieve based on their current performance. We conduct business reviews to recap performance and develop short and long-term roadmaps based on the results. It's a great way to celebrate successes and identify and discuss opportunities to improve. Client services encourage clients to institute a testing plan in order to further optimize their digital marketing effectiveness. There are 4 different areas we can always be testing: copy and creative, measuring how changes in copy or imagery impacts engagement, partners, identify and set up trials with technologies that will support and drive performance, customer audience segmentation, determine impact of marketing efforts on audience segments, whether they are customers or returning purchasers. Holdout, isolate 1 or 2 changes to a marketing plan, like adding a new tactic or increasing spend. It's important to have clients' cross-functional partners buy in order to build collaboration, instill a testing culture, and share learnings across the organization. In summary, as a digital strategy resource for your client, you'll be involved in a number of activities, including forecasting, budgeting, analyzing, and strategizing. You're a true advocate for your client and are an extension of their team. Even if clients don't need our help with things like supporting owned or third-party stores, We would still ideally understand the strategy here since we can take learnings to apply to our e-com program. Next, let's talk about the important role client services plays between our clients and internal teams. There are various roles and levels of responsibility within the client services team, ranging from coordinators, managers, up to directors and our department SVP. Our main goals are to promote a healthy client relationship that is profitable for Blue Moon Digital, ensure that the client's business objectives are being achieved, and look for opportunities to grow their business. Taking a deeper look at the account director role, he or she is responsible for the overall client relationship, growth, and opportunities. The AD is the captain of the ship. This role touches all channels and client interactions, positioned to have a holistic view of the account. An AD wants what's best for the overall account, not just specific channels or stakeholders. Some key tasks include building forecasts and defining KPIs, identifying upsells and other growth opportunities, tracking account profitability, and leading quarterly business reviews. The account manager supports the account director and is the account director's right-hand person. Some account manager responsibilities include managing the day-to-day activities, setting meeting schedules and agendas, recapping meeting notes, project management with channel leads. This slide illustrates that the client services team are a true cross-functional collaborator. They're both an advocate and liaison with the client, while also being an influencer internally, creating action with each of the channel teams for their accounts. Now on to the documents that help us analyze performance and keep us on track. Client briefs provide a background of the account, its key stakeholders, and their tech stack. It's a client dossier to get you up to speed quickly. Pre-sales documents can be found on our shared drive, SharePoint, and house any presentations, reports, data, and other materials that we gathered prior to signing a new account. Welcome kits are usually sent soon after the contract is signed. Welcome kits now come in the form of a digital flipbook, which include photos and bios of each member of the account team, a letter from Cindy, and more important information about our company. As mentioned, there are two key documents that set the foundation for client success. The roadmap, usually presented after the client kickoff meeting to provide a high-level short-term plan for major stakeholders and executives. It answers what we would like to achieve in the next 3 months. And the quarterly business review. This is a presentation taking an in-depth look at how each channel performed relative to the client's business objectives. It's a great way to recognize successes, assess areas of improvement, identify opportunities, and set a plan for upcoming months ahead. Additionally, budgeting and forecasting workbooks provide a monthly look at revenue and spend by channel. You can use this to plan for major events, such as promotions that impact revenue and allocate spend to appropriate channels to support as needed. Web tracker and cross-channel reporting can come in spreadsheet form, but it's also known as the RevEQ on Domo. It provides a quick snapshot of channel performance over time and makes it easy to pinpoint strengths and areas of opportunity that you can further diagnose with the client and internal channel teams. Let's discuss how we keep track of our client's current standing. The client health report can be found on a Domo dashboard. It lists all current clients that are managed by the client service team with a color code designating their current status. This is managed in real time with input from the account teams, and any status changes are reported here, as well as via email to the leadership team. There are 4 levels to indicate client status: blue, green, orange, and red. Blue indicates a new client that has just signed a contract and is within its first 90 days with us. For a blue client, it would be important to conduct client-facing kickoff meetings to introduce and discuss goals with our teams. Directors will be more attentive to these new accounts to make sure integration and onboarding go smoothly. Green. This is a client that is healthy and doing well. We're meeting our goals, the client is giving positive feedback, and they're open to expanding services with us. Because we're in a great position, This is a time to celebrate successes, expand relationships with their leadership team, look for upsells, and see if there are any opportunities for a case study that we could publish. We're keeping a close eye on an orange account. Many variables, including market dynamics, organizational changes, or performance issues, could be the cause for caution. It's important to notify your manager and conduct an internal review to assess the situation and define a plan to move this account back to green. Red. Unfortunately, sometimes we're at risk of losing a client. This could be due to a number of issues, including complaints about interactions on both sides, poor performance, perceived lack of proactivity, or misalignment of expectations, goals, and objectives. Increased involvement by leadership should take place as needed to help mediate and find a resolution to the issues that have been raised. Thanks for watching. Please reach out to Jennifer Wilner if you have any further questions about the client services team, roles, and responsibilities.